One more time for the greatest team in America.
Hi folks, this is Alan Tyson for Lee Hill & Johnston Insurers. Well, I think we all agree there are no moral victories when it comes to Georgia Southern football. But I got to tell y'all, for me, last week's 37-27 loss to Ole Miss in Oxford was about as close as it gets. After getting off to a great start, our Birds led 21-10 5 minutes into the second quarter. But the Rebels basically won the game in the last 10 minutes of the first half, putting 21 points on the board to take a 31-21 lead into the locker room at intermission. The final 30 minutes was a defensive battle, with both teams only able to put up a couple of field goals, and the game ended peacefully with the Turncoats holding on to take the 10-point victory. I, for one, am very proud of our players and coaches for the way they responded last Saturday, playing what I thought was their most complete game of the season, coming off their worst performance 2 Thursdays ago against Appalachian State. Hey, I'd be the first to admit that 2016 has been a bit of a struggle for our Bluebirds of Prey for a number of reasons, like our 23 seniors having to learn a new system for the 3rd time in 5 years, playing with a somewhat reconstructed offensive line, having a secondary that is filled with freshmen and sophomores, picking up some untimely injuries along the way, playing a schedule that is no less than brutal, with 4 straight games on the road, one of those on a Wednesday night, having only 5 total home games, 2 of those on Thursday nights after we played a game the Saturday before, and an out-of-conference schedule that CBS Sports ranked as the toughest in the group of 5. But for those of you who felt that even with 35 years of success on the gridiron, we may never win another game, I sure hope you saw some light at the end of the tunnel last week in the Groundhog State. Time to find a way to go bowling, Big Blue. As for today, it's homecoming at the Georgia Southern University, and our Eagles are teeing it up on national television against Louisiana Lafayette at the prettiest little stadium in America. This will be the first meeting between the two schools. When this one's over, our Birds will have played every team in the Sun Belt since joining the league in 2014. The Ragin' Cajuns are coming into tonight's game 3-5 in 2016 and have lost 13 of their last 20 since winning the New Orleans Bowl at the end of the 2014 season. These natives of Nova Scotia are struggling on offense, averaging just over 22 points per game, but their defense is ranked 22nd in the country, and they haven't allowed a point in the second half over their last 3 games. Folks, Louisiana Lafayette is a perfect example of a team that has more talent than their record indicates. But frankly, sports fans, this ain't about the Acadians from the Creole State. It's time our men in blue made a statement, and I think tonight's the night they make it. Our Birds have won 17 of their first 21 conference games since joining the Sun Belt, and they are 27-6 on homecoming, having won 5 straight on the day we crowned the king and queen. Eagle Nation, this is our house and our hoedown. You can bet our Bluebirds of Prey ain't about to let a bunch of belligerent honey badgers from the Bayou State come to Glenn Bryant Field and botch up our bash. Open up a can on these French Canadians, Eagles.
And folks, you just can't beat that. And you just can't beat Georgia Southern. And you ain't seen nothing yet.